We're in some deep shit, Nomad.
What are you talking about?
I hear Jesus Intel started a devastating chain reaction that led to his arrest. He's holed up in a drone support station by the bar. You need to rescue him and get him away from the area.
Where will I take him?
Jesus will know where to go. Just make sure he's protected at all costs.
On my way. So Project Deus, that sounds ominous. What can you tell me?
Look, I'd really prefer not to talk about it.
I get that you're not a fan, but why all this? A rebellion over a rich guy's pet project. It doesn't track.
What's there to track? Apparently, during their giant asshole convention, the meatheads at Skeltec came up with a way to cheat death. Project Deus is their elitist method of transferring the minds of the richest 0.1% into computers. It's not hard to figure out where that leaves the rest of us. So excuse me if I'm a little pissed off.
Jesus. Surviving death by living on as a machine? Doesn't sound much like surviving to me.
Me either. It's in the name, Brute Squad. Project Deus isn't about cheating the god of death, it's about becoming him. For these people, it means absolute power. That's what the outcasts are fighting against.
So Project...
Look,
I get...
what's there to track? Apparently...
People have been trying to cheat the laws of nature since the beginning of time. It won't be them anyway, just some copy. Their bodies are still rot like the rest of ours.
But their brainwaves create a template. A basic template for artificial intelligence. Can you imagine a sentient AI modeled after some rich, pretentious, self-preservationist jackass? It makes me sick.
Fair enough.
It's in the name, Brute Squad. Project Deus isn't about cheating the god of death, it's about becoming him. For these people, it means absolute power. That's what the outcasts are fighting against.
So Project Deus, that sounds ominous. What can you tell me?
Look, what's there to track?
It sounds like Project Deus is something people are really putting their hearts into. Yeah, I mean, it sounds a little bizarre, but maybe in the long run, it could do some good.
You've got to be kidding. Every one of these people have spent their lives squeezing profit out of other people's sweat and blood. And right after they've gifted themselves immortality, I'm supposed to believe that they'll start caring about other people's best interests? I'm not buying that brand. It's in the name, Brute Squad. Project Deus isn't about cheating the god of death, it's about becoming him. For these people, it means absolute power. That's what the outcasts are fighting against.
Are you at all worried about the increased traffic around the industrial facility near here? Being that your HQ is so close, I mean.
The only human within miles is a skeleton crew of Sentinel rejects who probably got transferred there as a punishment and bitch all day about finding a detail with more action. Not the sharpest bunch. And just like everybody else, they're convinced there's nothing interesting on Windy Islands. So we let them believe that. We can travel back and forth on those barges day in and day out, and the only thing that follows us is a stink.
See you later, Haruhi.
Not if I see you first, Brute Squad.
Get out of this? Just give me a hot meal and point me towards the action.
You think this was how things were gonna go in Sentinel?
Sentinel has to be stopped. Feels good to be doing something.
I still can't believe that operation even worked. Getting our message out like that is huge.
We can change things here as long as we keep at it.
Have you seen the bullshit Sentinels peddling on the news and television?
I should never have helped make those drones. Guess I'm paying for my sins.
Yeah, they didn't give you much choice.
Yeah. Painkillers make me think too much. I know you want something. Everybody's after me like I'm belle of the ball.
I'm working with Jace Skell.
He's alive?
He's alive. And he needs your help, Paula.
Why would I help him? Jace did this. This is all him.
Let's just say he's seen the light, and he wants to fix things. But he can't do it alone.
I trusted him when I followed him out to this godforsaken island, and he lied to all of us. He betrayed us. I'm sorry. But if you trust Jace Skell, you are just as stupid as we were.
Paula. You know he's not working for Sentinel, right?
He was. You should ask him what they were working on. Ask him about Project Deus.
Hey?
See you later, Haruhi.
Not if I see you first, Brute Squad.
You ever think you'd be a freedom fighter? Nomad. Honored to greet you, sir.
Stay out of trouble.
Focus is my forte. Hey, did you find Paula?
Sure, but she won't come here.
She kinda hates me right now.
You, kinda didn't mention that.
I thought she'd be over that. Things on a roll the way they are. Hope she'd help us out.
Once I said your name, she wouldn't even talk to me. What's Project Deus?
Project Deus isn't the problem. Problem is, she can only see the harm it can do. Great to see you again.
Great to see you too, sir.
Lieutenant Colonel Walker, Paula Madeira.
Please, call me Cole.
Paula is Skeltech's most brilliant engineer.
Now. I've seen your designs, ma'am. I'd say that brilliant, that's an understatement.
And I've seen your resume. It's heavily redacted.
Yeah. So I take it that, that's not for the field test.
No, that won't be ready for a few months.
Wow. I want to ask you, the, work you're doing on deep learning AI controlling these drones, how's that going?
Excuse me? Using deep learning AI? How?
Specifically, data mining, target identification.
We haven't, explored those options yet.
You mean to tell me that you have the top computer scientists in the world developing some sort of supercomputer and you, haven't explored those options yet?
He's talking about Maddox. He's talking about Project Deus.
Imagine it. Using this beast of a computer, with predictive analytics, finding terror threats, eliminating them with drones.
You want to build a super intelligent computer, and the first thing you want to do with it is kill people?
Oh, man. First thing I want to do is keep the free world safe. I'm sure that you, well, you understand that.
And who's going to keep the free world safe from Project Deus? How could you? I want nothing to do with this.
Don't... Just... Paula!
Jace, if she's truly brilliant, she'll come around.
So you and Walker were pals, huh?
Everyone was... Nomad. We need Paula's help. No one knows the system better than she does.
I like you, genius, but some of your choices get people hurt.
All the big choices do. Look, I know how to get her to help us.
I'm listening.
Two things. You need to find evidence on the explosion in my lab.
You really know who did it?
I'm almost certain the Outcast did it. But you need to show Paula evidence on the explosive device itself. Second, you need to visit Paula's husband.
She did not mention a husband.
Look for him in Aurora Hospital. Nomad. This won't be easy for her. But after it's done, she'll know who to trust.
All right. We need her help. Stay out of trouble.
Focus is my forte.
Take care, kid. Skell told me about a hospital in Liberty. What can you tell me about it?
It's one of the best in the world for starters. Everything is state-of-the-art. They're even using AI to help make diagnoses. They do a lot of groundbreaking work, cyber prosthetics, cosmetic surgery, well-being therapy, and the best part is, it's all free to anyone on Aroa.
I'll have to remember that if I need to get patched up.
You might want to make an appointment before you go. There's been a lot more patients since Sentinel took over.
I bet it doesn't help that there's no way to get doctors or supplies in with the island on lockdown.
Even worse, Sentinel soldiers get priority. They get real suspicious of any civilians coming in with injuries. Now people are afraid to see a doctor because they're afraid of being interrogated.
Thanks for the help, Fox. I'll see you later.
Anything different since that broadcast went out?
Some outcasts loaded me up with gear. I think they're looking for an alliance.
Later, brother.
Later.
You think this was how things were gonna go when Sentinel came in?
I'll see you around.
You be safe out there.
Yes, ma'am. I'll talk to you later. See ya.